the elites are going to control your life with this, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, guys, apparently they're looking to release a system that's going to control everyone's life. And as they're trying to make it sound like there's nothing you can do about it, there is. We're going to talk about that at the end. But anyway, so a lot of you heard me talk about Larry Ellison, right? He was a tech billionaire who just got into the media industry, if you will, buying up a bunch of media companies like, what is it, CBS, Paramount, Paramount Plus, what is that, Skydance, the movie network, and BET, and a couple of other media channels that he bought. So then, being a tech guy, jumps into that, but he is still a tech guy, and he's talking about an AI system that pretty much monitors everyone's life here in the United States. Now, I don't know if he's going to implement this in Europe somewhere, or England, or New Zealand, or Australia, but as of right now, at a tech conference he did a few months ago, maybe a year or so ago, he talked about an AI program that just pretty much runs our lives. Now, the video starts out with him talking about police officers being watched constantly because their body cam is always on. Now, I'm going to put that video on Rumble so that you guys can take a look at its entirety. But this is what he actually said about police.
It's not people that are looking at those cameras. It's AI that's looking at the camera. No, no, no. You can't do this. It would be like a shooting. That's going to be immediately, that's going to be an event that's immediately, an alarm is going to go off. It's going to be, and we're going to have supervision. In other words, every police officer is going to be supervised.
So now, as you see, he's saying that they're going to behave better. Now, there's a lot more to this video. That's why I want you to go over to Rumble and look at it there. But here is a couple of problems with it. Now, yes, you don't want police brutality. They should be watched, I guess. I don't know. I don't like that idea, but whatever. So the problem becomes this technology that he wants to put on police officers is going to be a body cam. This body cam is going to be smaller than the ones we see now, right? The ones we see now, cops are wearing, it looks like a iPhone, but it's a camera. Some of them are a little smaller. But this is going to be, as he puts it, like a button. Something really small. And it's going to be recording constantly. Now, here is, again, where the privacy issue comes into play, at least for police officers. If they want to go to the bathroom, they have to either talk to the camera or contact them stating, I'm going to use the bathroom, I need a 5-minute bathroom break. With that, the camera doesn't go off. What happens now is that portion of the bathroom break, if you will, gets sent to another server that can't be accessed. Only by AI and only by a court-appointed order, right? So a court order that comes in saying, we want to see those 5 minutes of him taking a piss, or whatever it is that you're doing in the bathroom, that's the only way that they can see it. But the problem is it's still recording. Now, normally you can let the body cams now, you can turn it off and on at will. Some of them do activate anytime you get out of the car, squad car, but you can turn it off and on. This is always recording, and they in the video, he talks about it saying, oh, you have to call it in and we'll turn it off. He goes, but it won't turn off. It'll continue to record. And if there's a court order stating that we need to see that 5-minute portion of his day, then they get to see that 5-minute portion. So you're always on. And he states that for whatever reason, you're going on a lunch break with your friends, that you let AI know, listen, I'm going on a lunch break with my friends. I need a half hour, 45 minutes. Again, it's still recording, but that 45-minute portion or half-hour portion goes to another server where, again, you need a court order to get that, which is still bad because it's always recorded, and he should say that. But instead, he's playing like word salad games with us and how this works. Now, that's police officers being constantly monitoring. He wants to put this system in schools so that if there's an active shooter situation and someone brings out a weapon, the AI identifies the weapon, shuts the school down, and starts contacting the proper authorities. This, guys, is all AI. This camera system that the cops will be wearing is all supervised by AI. So you're asking AI for a bathroom break. You're asking AI for a lunch break. AI controlling your life. In school, controlling your life. behavior monitoring, it's definitely going to do in schools. They're trying to sell the safety aspect of this, as they're going to try to sell a lot of bullshit to us in the near future. They're like, this is for the safety of American citizens and the world and all this other nonsense, and they're going to implement these things that are going to control your life. Now, the one in school that he's talking about monitoring for active shooters, they're going to put a behavioral program in there so that AI can monitor kids' behaviors and probably report it back to the parents or report it to the teachers or principals or whatever. It's going to do the same with teachers. Now, teachers, I sort of get, but kids are rambunctious, so you're going to control kids how they act. I mean, even when I was a kid, I was a knucklehead. Not the point. Point is that this is bad. Now, this is where it gets even worse. Now he wants to implement this into the everyday life of people, you and I, monitoring us, stating, as I put in my last video, that people are going to behave better because they're constantly being watched. Police officers are going to behave better because they're constantly being watched. This is going to take over a lot of people's lives, if not all of our lives. This is the bad part, that it's going to control everything we do and how we behave and how we act. And there's going to be some kind of repercussions to it. They just didn't say what it is yet. Because he's like, well, because they're being watched, they're going to behave better. You have to have a repercussion behind that. Because if I'm constantly being watched, I'm still going to act like an asshole and say what I'm going to say. But if there's repercussions of me losing money or my account being locked or whatever it is, or I can't eat, that's going to keep you in line, like 1,000% of the times, unless you truly don't give a shit, which a lot of us won't. Now, how can we fight against this? We go off grid. We have to go off grid. We at that point can no longer be a part of that society. We have to take 8 steps back and create our own society, because we don't want to be a part of that, because that is going to rule your life. They watched and collected data over the Mr. 19 event. They watched how many people said, yes, sir, can I have another? They said, well, these people were easily controlled during the Mr. 19 event. We can get these people under control with our AI surveillance system. And AI is going to control their lives. Now, he even states in the video that AI is going to supervise police officers. So what are you going to do with the supervisors that are already out in the street supervising their cops? So I don't know if that's going to get a lot of sergeants fired, or they're going to get rid of the sergeant rank altogether. But apparently this is going to be supervising everyone's life. Not just the cops, not just in school, everyone. And this is bad. And he talked about this as a manner of it being available soon. Don't know how soon, but he made it sound like it was soon. This is all bad. And this is only going to get worse. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.